Okay, alright, we're out here at Rod's again, and we're going to do a red pine. I get to test some of the vintage axes I've been anxious to test. I was just going to give you a peek here at the rest of the scope of the work we've got to do. We've taken down 10 trees so far. I've got these left to do. Alright, so let me see if I can see it even. There should be this tall one right here. And we've just discussed it and decided what we're going to do is we're going to leave that one. We're going to take this one here on the edge first. And I'm going to lay it right along here. That way we've got nice access to it without being all over the lawn. But we have more. There is a tall snag in the back here somewhere. Can't see it because it's overgrown with vines. But we'll find it. Oh, I think it's right there. Yeah, I think it's right back in there. Don't know how that's going to show up. But these were taken out. They were killed by a blue fungus that is spread by a pine borer beetle. Got another tall one back there. I'm guessing that's 35 feet. This one back here is probably 40. Tallest one that we took out was just under 60. But I've got this one here that will come out. It's a little one. And then I've got a couple of these bushy ones here. They've got to come out. And I won't do it all today, of course. Today we'll do one. Maybe we'll do two. And there's one right there. And then those right there. That's other trees are growing up inside of them. But they'll eventually come out. So hopefully you see right there. Let me see if I can get that to focus better. I should be in better focus now. Alright. Now his spruces, there's been no problem with those. That's what people here were planting instead of, so he's got the Norway spruce, blue spruce back there. That's what they were planting to make up for the white pines that were taken out for over harvesting. Oh, there's that tall one. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's at least 40. And then the only thing is to get back in that jungle. And I'll just give you a quick survey here of axes I brought out. And I'll tell which ones have not yet, there's Rod up there, which ones have not yet tasted. Make sure that's in focus. Okay. Oh, you can almost see like the evolution of the axe patterns too. Went from stuff like this, just meant to cover the edge. I just wanted something sturdy to cover the edge with a welt in it. And so this would have been one I started off with back in the day. And then I came up with just a little bit of decoration, put a border on it. And then I started going to the saddle stitching. And that's fine. I like that pattern a lot. Messing with what kind of design do I want, what would be me. And I think you'll see that what I settle on, here's a recent one. This is the East Coast Lumberjack one. And then this one is a pretty recent one. You can see the design I've gone with. I'm going with the fold over. Instead of two separate pieces, I make them on one piece. And then I have to make a decision. Am I going to do stitching or am I going to do rivets? I like the rivets, but it was about 10 cents a rivet. So stitching not only looks neat, but here's one I only did the rivets on. This is kind of recent. You know this one. This is that ugly wedgeling that joined my ride-alongs. He might get used today. Don't know yet. And then here's one sort of in the middle of the progression. That one is an early carving attempt. I tried to put my family crest on there. That didn't come out so good. Okay. And then next one I did was a monogram. And then just kept progressing. But instead of doing the two-piece with a welt all the way around it, which is probably the sturdiest and gives you the best protection, I went with the one-piece wrap over. And I either will put rivets in them or I'll put stitching in them. And practicing, how do I get that to be 3D? Getting under there, lifting up the inside curves of leaves and stuff, trying to vein them. Just keep practicing. This one is a design that I like for members of my family, so when I give these away, we all have the Rose. That's what we've always been known for. Is my mom was Diana Rose. Her mom was Rose. Two of my aunts were Rose. My cousin's Rosie. My sister's Amanda Rose. So roses are how we stay part of the maternal clan. All right, which ones will I use today? This one is a Kelly Perfect. Never tasted a standing tree yet. This one is a Kelly Flint Edge Double Bit. This one has not tasted a standing tree yet, so I will want to get to these. This one, don't know if I'll use it. I've tested the heck out of it. You know, that's the Collins, Michigan. The one where I left the bust on, took the bust off, corrected what was the deficit by side beveling. This one, it's a phenomenal axe. That, what people keep disparaging, you know, the Mexican Collins, that's a phenomenal axe. Does it keep an edge like the vintage ones? No. I can't put an edge on it like I do on my vintage ones. But for what I do, that axe is sufficient. So you go like, maybe a Perfect's better than a Flint Edge? Don't know why. I think they're the same. I think they perform the same. And then maybe these are better than a wood slasher. But all of them, including the Mexican Collins, which would be under a wood slasher. Well, about the equivalent of a wood slasher. Maybe a little less than a wood slasher. They're all better than me. They all do what I want. Okay? So everything's up to the axeman. This one has tasted pine before. This is a modern council tool. It has a very thin, flat blade. It is terrible. It's an absolute turd when it comes to felling red pine. Everything else I use it for just fine. I can use it for limbing. I can use it for hardwood. But in this stuff, no. This definitely, might even start with this one. This is the 4-pound, 2-ounce Vaughan that's on a Rod Cumberland, East Coast Lumberjack, New Zealand ash handle. About a 30. I think it's a little over 30 the way I got it when I was done with it. This one, never tasted a standing pine. Phenomenal axe in everything I've used it for. This one is a Sager chemical. So these two for sure will be out. And then for sure the Warren has been a massively wonderful axe. This Warren has. Also a 4-pound head. Very dirty because spoiled linseed oil on there and that gets dirty. So to clean that up and get it to its nice gray and black aged pattern, I just gotta get some mineral oil and clean it up. But definitely these three will go. This is a newly hung Craftsman. Just haven't used it much. I'm going to try it. And then I don't think this will be worth anything. The Collins axe, this Collins, modern Collins, 8-pound splitting maul, is a destroyer. I love this thing. I think it's not going to work out here. We are working with red pine, which is a diffuse porous. It's like hitting cotton balls. That one does awesome in woods that can split. This red pine don't like to split. It just likes to eat your axe. Your axe can go in. You can put your axe in there up to the haft, up to the eye, the middle of the eye. It will not split, and you're going to have trouble getting the axe back. So it's soft, but it just gulps your axe. It does not cleave. All right, so let's go get started here and see if I can do this with a microphone strapped to me. All right, so the homeowner decided I needed some help. It was taking too long. That's all right. He won't be able to get the shrubs and stuff out of there. So what are we going to use? Now, a lot of people think, you know what I got to do, right? I got to sneak up on that tree, and I got to clear a place to swing an axe. Now, a lot of these are way bushier than this one. This one's not going to be so bad. It's got some low limbs on it, and I will take those out. But what axe would you use? I used to think the best axe would be a little boy's axe. I no longer think that because I've been out here before. This ain't my first rodeo. I want a big one. In fact, I'm going to use that New Zealand. It's got a very sharp bit, and here's the deal. To get this one to work, I need lots of room to swing it to get any impact force. This one, 4-pound 2-ounce head, I just need a little chop. So let's look at how those two work. So we're doing something like this. Okay, now let's get a double bit. And I don't mind getting a little one for this. Actually, I'm going to sneak in here. This modern Collins, we have just made so much footage off of this guy. He needs a turn. I tell you what, there ain't nothing wrong with that Collins. 2 swings, 2 branches. Yeah, a little bit easier. Oh, there's wire right there. Did I hit it yet? I did not. Watch out for that wire. Go against the wire. Going gentle. Look at that. Just coming right alongside the wire and missing it. Hope I missed it. Because Collins bit's a little bit soft by comparison to some of these others. So the only thing I've got left to do is clear around the tree, and then we'll start to fell it. Remember, look how it leans, but then it curves back. I don't care. I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be fine if we lay it down right there. So I'm probably going to want to take this little trash tree out, and then I got to clean around it. I'll be back when we're ready to start felling, and we're going to use the axes, get some double bits, and use the axes that have not tasted a standing tree yet. I want to go right about where that knot is. That's my comfortable height for me. But there's a big knot there. I could go below it, but then I've got knots in the way. And they go around. Like throwing a frisbee. Come on, Mr. Sager Chemical. Just taking little putts at it. Alright, so if I cut it here, I've got room for my back cut up here between these knots, and there's no knots behind it. The knot ring is right here. There's knot. There's knot here, knot here, knot here. And then these 2 knots. So really, if you're going to go between knots, that's rough to try to do that one, because you got a knot that's out of sequence. Because they mostly go around in a ring. But I want to get this knot out of the way. If I like how this knot gets out of the way, I'm going to put it right here. Maybe. And then I can put my back cut above those knots. Let's see. I still got hazards. He didn't have a problem right there. He might just say munch. Look at him go. Well, that's nice. old fat man ain't agile. Oh, there's a bouncy part. You put axe repellent on that tree.
Yeah, it's called bark.
I can't help you, you're lost. Wow, wow, wow. Right here.
Must be in heat. Is this tree number 10?
11.
11?
If you count the maple. If you don't count the maple, because it was half of a twin, then
Yeah.
it's 10. But I tell you, you keep making them. I came out and walked down the tree line. And I go, oh, I like that one. I like that one. You got the little ones in the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for sure. 7 back there. There's more.
Yep.
I come up under him again. You should go. I am going to go right there. Everybody saw that I switched hands. I don't know what it is. I forget which hands I'm using. I can switch either way. So I can go left-handed, I can go right-handed.
Where are you getting there?
It is handy. I knew this axe was going to like this. It's just built for it. It goes in. I should go get a jersey and show them. Jerseys won't do that. Well, the new jerseys. I do have one jersey that's got the same kind of face. Oh, then you trap bark. All that dirt. Look at all those extra knots. I don't know. Now I gotta decide. Go above it? Probably. Got a lot of ant work back there. First swing's always up. Now we're going high. The only problem when you got an axe is if you go high and you miss, that glance has room to arc back at you. If you go low, it arcs into the ground. On the downswing, on the upswing, who knows? It begins. But I gotta go that way.
Now if I'm right, that should notch out. Accidentally good precision. Whoa. Hello. Oh, those glance. Man, I might take a break.
Once you do that, let's go eat.
What?
Let's go eat.
Time to eat?
Yeah. Yeah, I like how that's cutting.
the camera view. Saw this. There, that's what that did. Very nice. Okay, now, believe it or not, we're going to go ahead and use the ugly wedge wing. It's a 36-inch handle. It's got the extended pull. Never used to have a wedge shape, but I put the side bevels in it. And then I also shrunk this down. So it should get some good penetration. It should be nice and balanced. So probably easy to throw, almost as easy as a double bit. I need to widen that notch out, maybe another inch or so. I want to get at least to the middle, maybe a little more. And then we'll come back on the back side and go a little bit higher. It'll fall in that direction.
Huh. Now I'm starting to miss. Try this other way again. Okay, ugly wedgeling. Got a lot of power. Chips out good. Hard to control. This one's heavier. It's on a shorter handle. Rod Cumberland, your handle's much nicer to swing. Oh, it smells good.
Can I borrow this to go down and get those strawberry soup chickens? Michael must be taking a nap.
No, I went to Worcester.
Huh? He did?
Went to Worcester.
Did you leave the girls with us? Oh. Why don't you use a saw?
That should clear it. That won't take much to on the backside.
Go potty now. Go potty.
Except I noticed with this wood, it doesn't really crack off. It'll just start to stretch.
Go potty.
That you think that thing was full.
Worried about that little knot.
Give it a little push. Oh, Rod. Rod Cumberland made the handle. It was gonna use wood edge. Starting to wobble.
There.
Huh?
Look how thin that wedge is before it finally goes. It's so flexible, but getting it to go is kind of hard. Let's see here. Some kind of bug got killed. Oh, it's those blue rings. So wedge is about that big. About that big on that side. It's only about that big on that side. Then it went. Well. Well. Looks good. Little boy Jack. He can't hear you. This one. Next week. Yeah.
Yeah, those knots do make a difference.
It's like beer comes out of it.
A lot of moisture.
Yeah, they just hold it. Look at that. Beer. Pine beer.
That would take a long time to dry out.
Dry out, yeah. Got one last thing to say. And that is, I've been out here since morning, chopping. Variety of axes. Felling, limit, and splitting. Those are my hands. There's no blisters. And the calluses aren't that big, but they're calloused. If you'd have put lacquer on, I would have lasted 10 minutes before getting band-aids.